Hey guys, Scobes here again. Doing something a little bit different today. I know the last video we did was the Super Coach version of EPL, but today we're going to do the FPL side of things. Um, and as you can see, this is my team reveal. This is what I'll be most likely heading into the season with. Um, and also, as you can see in the background, it looks a little bit different to the normal FPL website. Haven't been a fan of that lately. It's the new user interface, a little bit interesting, so to speak. So I'm using FPL.Team. Shout out to Pete who runs this site. He's an absolute superstar. The reason why I use this site is because I literally have everything on it that the official website has, but like 1,000 things more. You can plan, you can check your live rank, you can check live leagues, you can check the top 1% teams, which I definitely won't be in, predictions, players, lineups, and literally, as you can see, the little next button there, we can go all the way up to like the last game week, and it's fantastic for planning. So what I have settled on currently is in goal for me, Sanchez from Chelsea. It was Colwill, and then obviously he did his ACL, so things had to be changed around. Do want a slice into the Chelsea defence, and that's the only way viable that I can see. For my defenders, I've gone double Forest defense in Nico Williams and Murillo. Murillo is a DEFCON beast, and Williams DEFCON very, very good, very good. They were linked with Leif Davis, but I haven't heard anything more regarding that, and I am big on Nico Williams. I think he's just going to bomb on the opposite side of Aina. Yes, I know they do have European comps, but I genuinely think due to their pre-season results, I know they haven't been really scoring many goals, but they've been keeping a lot of clean sheets. And I'm more than happy with double Forest defence. The third option on field is Konsa. I think Newcastle are going to have a weakened attack so far. I mean, we all know about the Isaac situation that's going on. So I think Konsa is a very viable pick, 4.5 million. Very happy just to slot him in there. And lastly, on field is Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool obviously have Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth are in shambles. Virgil could easily become Frimpong, but I think I'm going to set on Virgil just for the security of starts and minutes in the upcoming games. Moving on to midfield, I think it's fairly obvious where this is going. I'm opting for Salah over Haaland, just purely because it's Mo, the Egyptian king. Very happy just to set and forget, leave him in there. No issues there. Palmer partners him alongside in the midfield there as the premium midfielder, alongside Wirtz as well, and Elliot Anderson. If we've interacted before, you know I'm huge on Elliot Anderson. I think it was Chewy FPL on X actually did a rundown of his DEFCON stats and everything after he actually started playing decent minutes and was averaging 90 minutes a game. Go and check out that work. But literally when the minutes started increasing, I think it was after game week 15 from memory, he was literally averaging 4 points per game. Going to be on set pieces, corners, etc. for Forest. So the appeal only improves there. And for 5.5 million, I'm more than happy to slot him in there at 5.5. And I think against Brentford, a very viable on-field option. Going to the forwards now, we have Watkins and João Pedro. Watkins has just been absolutely banging it in preseason. I think that's like everyone can see that. I was tempted on just Rodgers over Watkins, but obviously Rodgers had that injury, and I think you kind of just have to go Watkins. I think you just like he's the best option out of the forwards if you're not going Haaland. And then there's Pedro as well. I think that's just a shield pick in the ownership. He's just been insane. Like that's more than half the game owns him. So if he pops, you're genuinely screwed. Be very ballsy to go against him. And I think he's the best 7.5. Initially, I was on Solanke, but due to his injuries and his fitness, there's no way you can go there. So again, he just slots in there and we just proceed. Now, this obviously lining up in a 4-4-2, but the bench, as you can see, Dubravka, Richards, Reinders, and Guy, however you want to pronounce it. But with Richards, who I believe is a very, very underrated 4.5 pick, centre back for Palace, and also Reinders for City. We can change this up extremely well. Like I'm very torn on if Reinders swaps with Konsa, if we move into a 3-5-2 and play that. Although without Isaac, I really think Villa probably keep a clean sheet. So Konsa is in line to either start out of Reinders or Anderson. I kind of like Anderson on field because I think his floor is about a 4. And who knows, with Pep, Rangers might not even start, but you would have to think based on, I guess, their fitness concerns of other midfielders. And also, I know he did just score 2 against literally Palermo or whoever it was. I mean, no one of quality, and they did basically play 2 different sides, each side of the 45. But I think at this stage, this is how I will be shaping up. And I guess going back to what I said earlier, there's nothing in the bank, as you can see up here. But I think next week is going to be the issue, because if we go to game week 2, this is what I'm looking at. This is how I will hopefully be lining up with something like that, or Anderson plays over Rangers again. Mo, I don't know if he'll be captain, but I think for the first 3 weeks, I'm fairly happy with this side as it is. I don't see any glaringly obvious changes that need to happen, but lockout tomorrow morning for us Aussies, that's going to be, I won't be staying up for that at all for any kind of leaks. So I think this is how I'm going to be lining up, unless there's any drastic changes. In the Supercoach version of this, I did go Frimpong over Van Dijk to save money and for the attacking returns, but this is 9 times out of 10 how I think I'll be going forward. Again, if you have any disagreements or any comments or anything like that, please let me know. Any feedback would be wonderful. For everyone that viewed this, the Supercoach EPL team reveal, thank you so much for that. Also, if you haven't liked the video or the previous video or dropped a sub, it would be much appreciated. We're already up to, I think, 30 now, which is awesome. Definitely did not expect that this quickly, and I think we've gotten over 100 views also on the Supercoach team reveal. So thank you so much for that. Hopefully, a nice little side project that we'll just be reviewing and previewing the game weeks each game week as the season goes along, and hopefully we do all right. I'm sure we won't be doing anything outrageously good, but we'll continue on And one thing I want to try and do this year is not take hits, because if you've interacted with me in the past regarding anything to do with FPL, you know I 100% love a hit, and that is just, oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. But for game week 1, this is how I'll be lining up, unless I put Rangers on field over Consar/Anderson. Mo is 100% going to be the captain. There's no issues there. And unless there's some brutal injury news before lockout, that's everything. So, guys, thank you once again for watching. If you could leave a like, subscribe, thank you so much. And good luck with the start of the season.